When you play musical instrument, you learn a lot of things, and a great deal of music, a great deal of also discipline, and determination, and the ability to stick with something until you got it. You guys got it tonight. That's so great. Maybe sixth graders and fifth graders. There are so many orchestra teachers. Can I ask you to come forward for just a moment? Orchestra teachers, Mrs. Lloyd, Mrs. Albers, could you all come forward for just a second? We have so many people that make days like this possible. Most of you are sitting up there, parents and family members who encourage your children to practice As your students continue on into middle school or high school, we certainly hope they'll continue their orchestral studies at the respective schools they attend. I have to tell you, I had the pleasure just a little over a week ago traveling to Boston in the Roosevelt High School Orchestra, and that's one of the real exciting things that our high school students get to do, and these students travel. We got to hear the Boston Symphony play and a number of other things they performed in Boston. And I have to tell you, perhaps I'm prejudiced, but they're some of the best kids in the world, these students who are in music groups. You've noticed a couple of our teachers who moved over to be performers now. Students, this is a great lesson for you. You can continue to play your instrument for a lifetime. It's truly a lifetime endeavor or skill. We are so thrilled to have the South Dakota Symphony Chamber Orchestra with us tonight, under the direction of Mr. David Geyer, and we're especially excited because David and his family are now part of our Sioux Falls community, and their children attend school here in Sioux Falls. Please join me in welcoming the South Dakota Symphony Chamber Orchestra under the direction of Mr. David Geyer.
Thank you, Ann. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Sioux Falls students. What a wonderful performance this is. I commend you, students. I commend you, teachers, for the marvelous work that you're doing here. I have to confess, my first year being in Sioux Falls, walking in here, I just assumed it was a Regents festival. Is this many students that play instruments in Sioux Falls, South Dakota? What a wonderful thing this is. Thank you for supporting this. There's nothing like getting music together. The mastery that it takes to take up an instrument individually, the teamwork that it takes to put it together corporately. We'll live with your students, we'll live with your children for a lifetime. These are skills that they can use throughout their lives, regardless of what they intend to pursue. But beyond that, music feeds the soul. It's something that we can draw upon for our entire lives. And to be able to play a work of Beethoven, to be able to touch genius yourself, to pick up a violin and play that melody that was composed 200 years ago, that is still just as lively and just as poignant and just as deep today as it was when it was composed. To touch our Western cultural heritage this way is a great, great privilege. And it brings people together. Did you know that there is an Israeli-Palestinian youth orchestra? It's true. The music director Chicago Symphony, Daniel Barenboim, conducts an Israeli-Palestinian youth orchestra. The kids play music together, and they find common ground together in playing music. I think that that's absolutely incredible. So whatever we do throughout our lives, we can bring music into it, and it can help us to touch each other. It can help us to actually resolve conflict. It truly is a universal language. So we're privileged as a South Dakota Symphony Chamber to be a part of this festival today. Let me just say a couple of words about the piece we're about to play. It's composed by Stephen Yarbrough. Stephen is the composer in residence at the University of South Dakota, has been for many years. We have a very special relationship with Stephen as the South Dakota Symphony. He composes us at least one, if not two pieces a year. We premiered two pieces this season as part of our regular season, including the piece you're about to hear now. So this is one of your own, one of South Dakota's own. We can be very proud. Please enjoy this suite by Stephen Yarbrough.
Taking out the garbage to your dad, act as if that was the most important thing. When you're doing the dishes
Well, that's certainly warmed my heart. When you think of you're having a bad day or you're hearing some bad things about students once in a while, that sure takes all that away. Great job, students.